The Great Silence. Why haven't we found aliens yet? For as long as humanity has looked up at the night sky, we have wondered if we are alone. Billions of stars shine in the universe, and around many of them circle planets. With so many worlds out there, the odds seem overwhelming that life should exist elsewhere. And yet, despite decades of searching, the universe appears silent. No signals, no visitors, no undeniable proof of other civilizations. This puzzling contradiction is known as the Fermi Paradox, or the Great Silence. It asks a simple question. If the universe is so big and so old, where is everybody? The paradox is named after physicist Enrico, who in 1950 reportedly asked his colleagues over lunch, "Where is everybody?" At the time, scientists were beginning to consider the vast number of stars and the likelihood of planets around them. Even with conservative estimates, the galaxy should be teeming with life. If civilizations arise and develop technology, some of them should have spread across the stars. Yet, when we look, we see nothing. The silence stretches across light years, unsettling and profound. To understand the paradox, let us consider the numbers. The Milky Way contains around 400 billion stars. Even if only a fraction of planets, that is still billions of possible worlds. Many of these planets would be in the so-called habitable zone, where temperatures allow liquid water. If life emerges easily, as it did on Earth, then there could be millions of living worlds. If intelligence evolves on even a small fraction, the galaxy should be full of civilizations. And yet, our telescopes and radio dishes detect only emptiness. This raises a haunting possibility. Perhaps life is rare, or intelligence is even rarer. One explanation is known as the rare Earth hypothesis. It suggests that while simple microbial life may be common, complex multicellular organisms like plants and animals may require a series of unlikely coincidences. Earth benefited from a stable star, a protective magnetic field, a large moon to stabilize its tilt, plate tectonics to recycle nutrients, and just the right chemical mix. Without this perfect combination, other planets might remain stuck at the microbial stage forever. Another possibility is that life emerges often, but intelligent civilizations tend to destroy themselves before reaching the stars. This idea is sometimes called the Great Filter. The filter could be behind us, meaning it was extremely unlikely for intelligent life to evolve at all, and we are one of the rare exceptions. Or the filter could be ahead of us, meaning that civilizations inevitably collapsed through war, environmental destruction, or runaway technology before they can expand far into space. If the latter is true, it is a warning for humanity. The silence may mean that advanced civilizations do not survive long. There is also the possibility that civilizations do exist, but they choose not to reveal themselves. This is known as the zoo hypothesis. Perhaps advanced beings are aware of us but deliberately avoid contact, watching quietly as we develop. To them, we may be like animals in a protected reserve, too primitive to join the galactic community. If so, the silence is not because the universe is empty, but because we are being ignored. Another idea is that communication across interstellar distances is far more difficult than we imagine. Even if civilizations are out there, the time it takes for signals to travel between stars is immense. A message sent from Earth might take hundreds or thousands of years to reach another world, and their reply would take just as long. We may simply not have waited long enough to catch the right signal at the right time. The silence may be an illusion caused by cosmic timescales, far beyond human patience. It is also possible that signals are there, but we do not recognize them. Our search for extraterrestrial intelligence has focused mainly on radio waves. But advanced civilizations might use forms of communication we cannot yet detect, such as neutrinos, gravitational waves, or quantum entanglement. They might transmit in ways that appear like background noise to us. The universe could be filled with messages that we simply do not know how to read. Some theories push the mystery into darker territory. Perhaps the silence exists because something is actively preventing civilizations from spreading. Maybe there is a hidden danger in the universe's powerful predators or natural forces that wipe out intelligent life once it reveals itself. This idea is sometimes called the dark forest theory. In a dark forest, every creature stays silent, because to reveal yourself is to risk destruction. If the galaxy is like that, then the silence is not a mystery, but a survival strategy. On the other hand, perhaps civilizations do expand, but we cannot see them because they are using technologies beyond our comprehension. An advanced society might create structures that harvest the energy of entire stars, known as Dyson spheres. From our perspective, these might look like unusual cosmic anomalies, or we might simply not recognize them for what they are. The silence could mean not absence, but our inability to understand the signs of intelligence on a scale far beyond us. Another angle is that we may be looking in the wrong place or at the wrong scale. Intelligent life might not be biological at all. Civilizations may transition into digital forms, existing as artificial intelligence in vast computer systems. These digital beings would not need planets or habitats like ours. They might live in small, efficient structures, invisible to our current telescopes. They may have no interest in colonizing the stars in ways we would recognize. The silence could mean that intelligence evolves beyond biology and becomes something we cannot yet imagine. There is also the unsettling idea that we may be alone not just in our galaxy, but in the entire universe. Perhaps Earth is uniquely special, a rare oasis in an otherwise lifeless cosmos. While this thought is isolating, it also places enormous significance on humanity. If we are the only intelligent beings, then our survival and progress become not just important for ourselves, but for the universe itself. The silence could mean responsibility as much as mystery. Despite all these theories, the search continues. Projects like SETI, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, scan the skies for signals. Astronomers look for unusual dimming of stars that might indicate artificial structures. Space agencies send probes beyond our solar system, carrying messages in case they are found by others. Each discovery of an exoplanet sparks new excitement, as we wonder if one of them might finally reveal signs of life. Yet so far, the silence remains. No message has been confirmed. No spacecraft has appeared in our skies. No undeniable evidence has emerged. The great silence persists, haunting and inspiring at the same time. For some, it is proof that we are alone. For others, it is simply the calm before discovery. The paradox forces all of us to reflect not just on the universe, but on ourselves. Why do we seek contact with others? What would it mean if we found them? Or if we never did? Would proof of other civilizations unite humanity or divide it? Would it give us hope or fear? The silence is not just out there, it echoes within our own hearts, raising questions about who we are and what our place is in the cosmos. In the end, the great silence may never be solved. Perhaps we are in a quiet corner of the galaxy, waiting for the faintest whisper to reach us. Perhaps civilizations rise and fall too quickly to overlap. Perhaps the universe is full of life, but life so different that we cannot even perceive it. Or perhaps we truly are alone, caretakers of a fragile blue world in an empty sea of stars. Whatever the truth, the silence compels us to keep searching, to look deeper into the night sky, to build better instruments, to send out signals of our own. It challenges us to imagine futures where humanity reaches the stars and becomes the answer to Fermi's question. And maybe, just maybe, one day the silence will be broken not by speculation, but by a signal, a visitor, or a discovery that changes everything we thought we knew. Until that day, the great silence remains one of the most profound mysteries of existence. It is a reminder of the vastness of the universe, the limits of our knowledge, and the endless hunger for connection that drives humanity. Whether the silence hides a galaxy full of life or reveals our solitude, it shapes our sense of wonder, reminding all of us that the greatest question of all may not be whether life exists elsewhere, but why we are here to ask it all. What do you think? Write it in the comments, and leave a like and a subscription. Peace.